And this is NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 53. Let's get straight into the action. The show starts up with William Regal in the center of the ring. William Regal is getting cheered and says the fans are chanting, "Let's go Regal, beat Triple H." William Regal thanks the fans and says hopefully both of these things will come to fruition, but tonight he has something to announce. And he's not going to waste any more time because he knows everybody's been waiting. At NXT TakeOver Legacy or WrestleMania, it's going to be Andrade Cien Almas defending his NXT Heavyweight Championship against, the fans wait on bated breath, none other than Bobby Roode, the glorious one, and Drew McIntyre. William Regal drops the microphone dead in its tracks. A holy shit chant breaks out and we are set. Main event for Legacy. ADB here. I was trying to decide as I was booking if I was going to go with Roode or McIntyre. Then I thought to myself, there's only been 3 champions in Season 1. Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre, and Andrade Cien Almas. And while I don't like to book championship triple threat matches, even though I've already done one with the Tommy this year, we're going to go ahead and do it to end the season. Bobby Roode taking on Drew McIntyre, taking on the current champion, Andrade Cien Almas, in the main event at our WrestleMania Legacy. This got the show off to a hot start, got the crowd hotter, and the storyline has advanced. All right, next up, we see the announcer at the ringside just telling us tonight's going to be a great show. And guys, if you have any idea how to get the announcers' ratings a little bit stronger, I'd be very appreciative because they haven't been giving me very strong ratings as of yet. You know, I've booked around just their microphone skills, their entertainment skills, their openness skills, and none of which is working. I bump it up sometimes if I'll add Triple H off screen, but if I have a weak show with a lot of rookies, but I don't have that this week, so I'm going with a 57 C- out the gate, which I don't love. All right, next. Aleister Black defeats Elias Samson in 9 minutes with the roundhouse kick, a 65C. Black with a 64, Samson with a 55. No work or improvements, but this got the crowd hotter. Moving on. The camera turns on as Kathy Kelly is in the back with Bayley, the #1 contender to Peyton Royce's NXT Women's Championship, and Sasha Banks. Bayley says she'll address Peyton soon enough, but tonight they'll have some big news. Last week, Billy and Madison challenged Sasha Banks to a match at NXT TakeOver Legacy if she could find a partner. Sasha smiles and says, "Oh boy, did I find a partner." And I talked to William Regal prior to start to kick off NXT, and that partner will be facing Billy Kay tonight. William was very excited as well. Bayley and Sasha walk away excited. Sasha Banks has her partner for NXT TakeOver Legacy. Remember, Bayley will be facing Peyton Royce for the NXT Women's Championship, and now Sasha will be teaming with a new partner, one which we'll be seeing later tonight against Billy Kay and Madison Eagles. No work or improvements, but Bayley was awesome. All right, next, in an extremely short match, the Authors of Pain defeat Cedric Alexander and TJP in 2:32, and Akon defeats Cedric Alexander with a Super Collider. TJ Perkins walked out of the match. He did not tag in Cedric Alexander when Cedric Alexander needed it, and the Authors of Pain pick up a victory. 75 for the Authors, 38 and 42 for Cedric and TJP. Razor stood out as being good. Akon came out of the match looking good. Storyline has advanced but lost heat. An absolutely good showing again from the Authors of Pain in the 63C. Next, we see William Regal and Tyler Bate, the NXT UK champion, getting ready to watch Mark Andrews face Pete Dunne in the first round of the mini tournament. That's coming up next. Announcing quality, give us a boost, guys, at a 90A. But also, we get a video hyping via a video package that next week the new NXT Junior Heavyweight Championship will be defended at NXT TakeOver Legacy, and Regal will explain how this works next week. So basically next week, 79B, we'll get a segment from William Regal explaining how the Junior Championship will be dispersed at NXT TakeOver Legacy. But in that match, Pete Dunne defeats Mark Andrews in 10 minutes with the bitter end. Pete Dunne will advance to face the winner of Trent Seven and Mark Haskins on the go-home version of NXT TV before NXT TakeOver Legacy, a 46D. Mark Andrews and Pete Dunne have pretty good chemistry. That's good. Tom Phillips have pretty good chemistry. That's good. Announcing quality left the match. 51 for Dunne, 43 for Andrews. No work improvements. Remember, we're rated equally on popularity and overness here in WWE NXT Universe, so 46D for guys who aren't very over at all was pretty strong. William Regal stepped onto the ramp and announces Pete Dunne as having moved on in the NXT UK Championship mini tournament, ending on the go-home show to see who faces NXT champion Tyler Bate at Legacy. Basically, exactly what we said. Regal was superb, 76B-, no worker improvements. Next, as we fade to ringside for Billy Kay's match against Sasha's partner at NXT TakeOver Legacy, when they take on the iconic trios Billy Kay and Madison Eagles, the fans are chanting for Sasha. Who is it? Who is their partner? Who will it be? 64C, and let's find out who her partner is going to be. Who's going to be teaming with Sasha Banks to take on Madison Eagles and Madison Eagles and Billie Kay. Her partner will be Becky Lynch. Her theme hits as another member of NXT's former Women's Revolution, the Four Horsewomen, as Becky runs out to the stage with Bayley and Sasha right behind her. The fans are going crazy chanting Becky, Becky, Becky. As we know now, not only will Bayley take on NXT Women's Champion Peyton Royce for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver Legacy, but Sasha Banks has found her partner, Becky Lynch, and will be answering the challenge of the iconic trios Billie Kay and Madison Eagles at Legacy as well. What a surprise. But coming up next, we have Becky Lynch taking on Billie Kay, a 66C+. She got an average for her old school face gimmick. Could have been better, could have been worse. Let's see what kind of match we're going to get. And about that, had superb wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Becky Lynch defeats Billie Kay in 7:31 via submission. Becky Lynch with the victory, gave the crowd a breather. 77-82 for the ladies. Not bad at all. 71C+. After the match, Becky picks up the win. She celebrates with Bayley and Sasha as the iconic trio leaves the ring upset and flustered. What a takeover legacy this is shaping up to be. So, my card, guys, is getting really, really strong. We're going to be 10 matches deep, and I think a couple pre-show matches as well. So this is going to be a huge 4-hour event. 64C. All right, next, and about that, I had good wrestling and a decent reaction. Nick Jackson defeats Tommaso Ciampa in 12:31, win the pinfall with a 450 splash following interference from Matt Jackson. This match got the crowd hotter, 66 and 67. Again, the Young Bucks and DIY have excellent chemistry, no worker improvements. But after the match, Tom Phillips says the Bucks have done it again. The Bucks have done it again. The cheating, distraction, interfering ways of the Young Bucks continue as the fans boo mightily to scurry up the ramp. Gargano and a very upset Ciampa in the ring. 3 weeks. No DQ. Bucks DIY legacy. Announcing was awful. The segment deserved better announcing. Angle got the crowd hotter. Matt Jackson looked good. Nick Jackson came across well. The storyline has advanced. There is no worker improvements, but 85B for DIY and the Young Bucks as their collision course is right on track for NXT TakeOver Legacy. Next, we see highlights of Eric Young and Sanity beating up Adam Cole at NXT TV last week. We then see Liv Morgan attacking Nikki Cross. Another match has been confirmed when Adam Cole and his possible new bae, Liv Morgan, take on Eric Young and Nikki Cross of Sanity at NXT TakeOver Legacy. So, Don't Call Me Crazy storyline has advanced 64C. This was a way just to basically get on, just to get Sanity and Adam Cole on to the pay-per-view because we didn't really have a huge big-time main event push for either one of them. But these are two strong, solid upper mid-card workers who will be on the show, and Liv Morgan and Nikki Cross aren't too shabby either. Hopefully some gains. The camera now flips on as William Regal's in the back with Andrade Cien almost walking with his big brother Messias. Andrade says he's leaving. He's leaving. Andrade is already screaming at Regal, saying, Regal, a triple threat, what the hell? What the hell did I do to you? Regal replies that while it wasn't the optimum outcome, it was the optimum outcome that presented itself. Andrade, Bobby, Drew, they both deserve another chance. They both deserve a shot at the NXT Heavyweight Championship again. Andrade talks crap to William Regal in Spanish before leaving. Messias walks up and slams his fist through a wall next to Regal's head as he pulls out the drywall, flying around. So Messias Almas and Andrade Cien Almas are leaving. They're not happy that it's going to be a triple threat at NXT TakeOver Legacy for his brother Andrade's title, but it is what it is. 87B+, no skill improvements, but Bobby Roode, McIntyre, and Andrade Cien Almas. I'll go through after the season's over with a full NXT in review, but literally, I mean, there could not be a better 3 workers. I believe they're my 1, 2, and 3 guys, aside from Christopher Daniels, who snuck up there. But they're I mean, these are my 3 most over workers in the company. So it's gonna be it's the best possible match I can present to everybody. But in the main event, and a decent match, Christopher Daniels defeats Adam Cole in 14:35 by pinfall with the Angel Wings after a distraction from Eric Young. Daniels with a 65, Cole with a 57. Cole's getting better at his gimmick. Don't Call Me Crazy line has advanced in heat. Cole is improving in performance, and Daniels is improving his performance as well. 67C+ in the main event. But after the main event, the fans boo as Christopher Daniels stares at his former friend Eric Young, the leader of Sanity, and leaves to the crowd as Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane look at Adam Cole. The 3 members of Sanity begin to beat the bloody hell out of Adam Cole to the point where Liv Morgan has to come running out. As Liv gets into the ring, Wolf cuts her off and stares at her, but Nikki Cross jumps Liv Morgan from behind, sitting down and wrapping her arms around Liv Morgan, so she's forced to watch Sanity literally, figuratively, bust open Adam Cole and make him bleed. The fans are booing as Eric Young and Sanity have just beaten the crap out of Adam Cole to end NXT this week. Adam Cole and Liv Morgan take on Eric Young and Nikki Cross at Legacy. So this is what we're doing. Liv and Nikki came across well. That's great. Nikki Cross is improving her performance. That's great. It's 71C+ to end the week. I think we'll probably get like a 68 to 70 rating this show, and that'll be okay. 3 more shows, guys, to NXT TakeOver Legacy. Our 10-match Hullabalooza. I'll start recapping what's coming up soon, starting next week with the juniors and how that's going on. Remember, we still have Mark Haskins and Trent Seven next week, with the winners facing Pete Dunne on the last go-home show to see who faces Tyler Bate. So much still going on, so many moving parts here at NXT The Game. So a 76, I'll take it. This show increased our popularity in 45 reasons. A 76 B- for NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 53. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like I said, we have 3 shows left until NXT TakeOver Legacy, our season finale. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.